Okay, welcome back, everybody. So this is our 8th video, I think. 8th or 9th video. 9th video. So this video we're going to go over advanced custom fields. So this is like the best plugin for WordPress because a lot of times when you have a website and you have sections of the sections of the websites that aren't editable, like if you go to one of the pages, you can't really edit a page in here. You can add content in here, and in fact you can add images, but let's say that I want to change this particular image. So I wrote a quick thing here, some columns, 3 columns, each have the same image in there, but let's say I want to target this. Maybe it's part of my website, and I want to change it, and I can't change it here because the image isn't showing up here. Well, let's see, let's go to the home page. It should be on the home page, and there's nothing here. So how do I change this without getting into the code? This is important because if you're here making a WordPress template for a future customer or your employer, this is really good to know, because then you can have people log in and then make these changes without bugging you or coming back and asking how to do this stuff. So advanced custom fields. So what we need to do is we need to install a plugin real quick. So go to plugins, go to add new, advanced custom fields. Okay, here it is, ACF. It is amazing. It's at over 1 million active users. That's how great this is. Activate your plugin. And so what's going to happen is now we have this section here called custom fields. So if you click on it, it doesn't show anything. So what we need to do is we need to add a group. So this one I'm just going to call home for a home page. We can home page like this. We're going to add a field. Okay, we're going to call this image 1. Okay, and then automatically populates for the field name. So I'm going to tell you what these are after I have built it so you can understand. The field type, now this is very important because you can do a number of things here. You can do a text area, you can do a WYSIWYG editor, which is kind of what's already there, but you can add more. Images, files, choices, so select, radio buttons, page link. So usually I only use text, WYSIWYG, image, and then page link. So we're going to use image. Okay. Field instructions. This is where you can type something out, be descriptive for your customer. You can say, change the first image in the columns on the home page. Okay. You can require it or not require it. If you're doing an image, I always select image URL and then the preview size. So this is when you're looking at it, how big do you want to see it? I just do a thumbnail. There's no need to make it really big. Maybe if you're doing it for an old lady or an old man, then you can do it. But anyways, we're just going to do 1 for now. So image 1, okay? I can click edit and it will collapse it. I can click duplicate and then everything is the exact same, and I can go in and I can say image 2. Since I have 3 columns, so I'll want 3 of these. Okay, and then we're done with that. So down here we can do rules. We can set some boundaries. Obviously I don't want this on every single page that I create. I only want it for the home page because that's what this is for. So here we can say, alright, show this group if page template is equal to default template. Perfect, that's what I want. Maybe I want to be a little bit more specific, and I could say if the page is equal to home. So that's just like double checking your stuff. So make sure that it's a default template and make sure that the page is home. Okay, so if I publish this, and then I go back to pages, and we go to our home page, we can see what's going on here. So we have our description that we wrote, change the first image, image 1, and I can add an image, and I can add an image anywhere. But still, it's not linked up to this. So the question is, how do I get this information to display here? So what we need to do is we need to go into our code, and we need to add that. So let me see here. The code that we want to add, I always forget it, so I have to look it up. Okay, it's easy. It's just the field. Also, a side note. Actually, I'll go over that in a little bit. We're going to go like this. Okay, we're going to delete this. Actually, leave that. Sorry. So this right here. Okay. So the source. Open up PHP. Okay, the command is the field. Now, if you remember, we called it image 1. So now if I save it, and if I go to this page, that image should be gone. And there it is, no longer there. So now if I come here, and I can select an image, I can upload any image that I want. So I can go down. Let's find my folder here. Go through a million files. And there it is. I can upload that. And this is perfect because I can give it an alt text. I could say pizza party. And you can see it's still loading. It's kind of a big image, so always optimize your images. Okay, and then it shows up right there. So now if I update the page, now that it's still, okay, now that it's done, it should show up. There it is. Okay, so that's what you'll want to do for all of them. So essentially what this is doing is this is saying, call the field, look for image 1. So if you look back at our custom fields, we have image 1. It's looking for this. Okay. This and this should always be the same. They don't have to, but that's what I say. So, image 1. So it's looking for that specific image. Look for this field. Okay, and then we define this to be an image. I could change this to a text. It will break because, you know, I have it in an image tag, but I can do this for a number of things. I could go like this. Let's go the field, oops, test text. Okay, I can call this test text. Then I can, let's collapse that and create a new one, more test text. Okay, we can call it a text, just regular text. Enter random text. Okay, I don't care about any of this other stuff, so we will update it. Okay. Now remember, this is only on our home page because we set that to only target that page. So if I go to my pages, if I go to home page, I still have my images there, but now I have this random text. So I can say something like, call me sucker. Okay. Oops. Oh, great. Okay, what up, dude? Let's update that. Notice that nothing's there, but if I refresh my page, what up, dude? So that's kind of how it works. So you create the field, you can put it in HTML elements, and then you create the field in custom fields, and then it will show up on the page. And then you can add the image, and this way your customers If they want to ever change something, they can simply remove the image, look in the library, and then select a different image, and then select the button, and then update it. And then they can update all of their content that way. So this is very, very good to know. Now, there is one exception. You cannot put PHP tags in a style tag. So, for example, I have this right here. This is my background image for this kind of header at the top. Now, you can't put PHP in here, so the question is, how do I get this image to show up in the back end here if the customer ever wants to change that? So this is an exception. So the way to go about that is coming here and doing inline CSS. So it is for right here, this div class. So after I'm calling everything, I can go style, and then I can actually just copy this whole thing right here. Save my CSS. There we go. Then, let's see. Okay, so it's not working. Let's see, background image, URL. I'm doing something wrong, let me see. Okay, it was just the path that I had defined. I use this PHP call. This is something that I wanted to go over real quick. You can use this and it'll take you straight to the template directory. I used it for all my images here, so it takes me to the root directory and then into the image folder. But if I want this to work for my background image, you just need to delete this. Okay, and go PHP. And we're going to do the field. Let's just say background image. Okay. Custom fields. Home page. Add new. Oh, oops, sorry. We wanted to add field, not add new. Add field, BG, IMG. This is an image. Add BG image. Background image URL. Oops, we do not want to create another one of those. We want to update this. And then if I go to my pages, this should be gone, by the way. Okay, that's gone, that's good. Then I can upload it here. So if I scroll down, I can add image. Let's just use the same one that we've been using. Update. And wait for it to finish loading. There we go. Boom. There you go. That's how you would do it. So you just do some inline CSS. And that's all you have to do. It's really great. And one more thing that I wanted to point out, you can organize this content here. It all shows up based on what is first and last. If I wanted this to be first, I can click and drag, drop it up there, and then update it. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you've got any questions, go ahead, post them in the comments below. But that's pretty much how you make your own WordPress template. There's some plugins out there that you can use for SEO or contact boxes or light boxes. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this.